Hello guys, more puzzles. So I'm still below 2600. My current goal is to try and get back to there. I've just loaded this puzzle. Let's jump straight in. Oh, I guess I should say, I plan to tweak things a bit more in the stream. I'm conscious of the fact that I've got a couple of little black borders at the sides here. I'll try and fix that. I'll come up with a better layout. If anyone has any suggestions, tools that can help, or anything, just anything you think of, that'd be great. But yeah, let's see what's going on here. So, he's just moved his knight. We're down 2 minor pieces. So, my instinct is saying this might have to be a checkmate. I can see immediately this move. We have 2 attackers, and there's only 1 defender. We could take the queen as well, but then he could trade queens. We might not want to do that. He's also attacking my bishop. This knight is pinned. The king, these squares are all covered. So is there a way, okay, let's say bishop takes. He could sack his queen, but let's assume that's going to be losing for him. So that's the only square the king can go to. So what's the follow-up to that? Not seeing it immediately. Guess there's the option of bringing the other rook in, doubling up. However, the bishop's still hanging, so we need to be a bit careful of that. So rook takes here. Okay, that's interesting. We could check here. Which looks a bit weird, but bear with me here. So if he takes with the pawn, we can then take here with the queen, and that is checkmate. So he would have to do something else. He would have to, he can move the king here, but then we have a discovery with the bishop. The bishop's attacked, we need to be careful, so we would need to do some sort of double check, potentially. Yeah, so we could check here, that's a double check. So that means he has to move the king. He can't block it, he can't take one of the pieces because he's still in check from the other one. So that results in him going back here, and that's checkmate, I believe. So let's try that. What did I say we were doing here? Yeah, we have to double check. There's actually 2 options here. We can go here or here, so we need to be a bit careful. There's got to be something wrong. Yeah, okay. Actually, this isn't over, because let's say we go here. I might have miscalculated a little bit here. So here, you can take here, but we don't have this because this pawn's still here. So can we do this? You can block. Queen here, you can block. That seems to be running out of steam a little bit. So we can take a piece. But that, yeah, you can't block that. That means the king has to move, so he has to go back here. But he can't. Hang on, is this checkmate? It also removes the attacker from the bishop. I think that's just checkmate. Cool. First one down. Let's carry on. So, let's have a look at this one. The king's sort of off in the corner somewhere. The white king. Our king is kind of safe for now. There's no immediate threats against our king. We have this check, which looks interesting to me because if he takes here, that sort of opens up the H file for our rook to come in, which would force the king here. And then I guess it has to be a queen move of some sort. Queen here. Looks to be the only check that I can see right now. I guess we could as well, after this, because my queen's attacked, we could then take this rook with our rook winning an exchange. So what's the material? We're down a minor piece and a rook. So exchanging material probably isn't the way to go here. So we have to check him or move the queen. Those are the two options, because if we don't check him, our queen's dead and it's game over. So it has to be a check. So we have this. Do we have any other checks? Because if we don't, we can probably just play that. Yeah. I'm not seeing any other checks that make sense. So I'm going to play this. Okay. Now I'm not immediately going to play the rook move. It seems the most logical. Oh, in fact, I forgot about this pawn. That's covering the only escape square that the queen has. So I believe, well, here the bishop can block. But then the queen is coming in. The king has to go here. I mean, we could check here. No, we can't. Queen's covering it. In fact, yeah. So let's start again. Here. 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 Has to go here. There's a check here. With the queen. No, there's not. Bishop covers. So the king's here. Our queen's here. How do we finish this off? Hmm. Do we have any other alternative moves? It's just process of elimination, right? Okay, so we think this is good. It looks good. It looks like a good, strong attack. It could result in checkmate. Do we have any other candidate moves here? I guess like moving the queen first. We are then threatening checkmate because the bishop can no longer. The bishop's now pinned, and this would be checkmate. Yeah. But then that gives him a move to, his queen, I imagine, can do something here. Like queen here. Question is, can our king get out of this? The problem is, we don't really want to move the king, to this file because that will block this idea. And unfortunately, I'm not seeing another, say, square where he can't, like, perpetual check or something. So I'm going to say this is the right move. Go for it. Okay. So the question now is, what do we do? So I'm just looking at this as well, like sack the rook. That pretty much forces him, I think, to take, and then the queen comes in here. If he goes here, that is checkmate. If he goes here, I guess we have to check, and that's checkmate as well. So I think, rather than my initial instinct, which was, let's start checking, I think this looks good. Cool. So we're almost there. 2597, almost back in the 2600 club. Let's see if we can do it in the next one. Okay, so this endgame position, we've got two pawns, two passed pawns. He's got a bishop and two passed pawns. Mine are much further advanced. My king is supporting them both. So his bishop is covering these two squares, which my pawns want to push to. How can I do something about that? Can I do something about that? His king's going to start harassing me as well at some point. And he's pushing his pawn, so we've got limited time to do something here. So I kind of feel like we have to be able to push this pawn to here with the king's support, because that will then force him to sacrifice his bishop, and then we take back with our king, and then we're promoting. The question is, do we have enough time to actually do that? Because if we go here, this pawn falls, so that means, how do we even do that? Do we have to do this, then this? Maybe we have to do this. So get opposition with his king. His king then can't really do much. So let's calculate this. Here, 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 here. And in that position, we're threatening to promote in one move. So he has to, in two different squares, so he has to sacrifice his bishop. we take, he's there, we promote with check, which is important because otherwise he would be promoting as well. So I think that's it. Oh, he's pushing anyway. So now we can't promote with check. So that's interesting. So now it's a different ball game. We need to be very careful. He's actually threatening to promote with check as well. So we need to be pretty careful here. We could end up in a situation where he has a queen and a bishop versus a queen for us. So there must be some tactical idea here that gives us the win. So let's just have a look at it. Let's say we promote here to a queen. He promotes with check. We need to find a way to get the king out of checks, essentially, because if we can be perpetually checked, it's a draw, and these puzzles don't work like that. So there has to be a way for us to escape. And I'm sort of thinking, actually, it might make more sense to promote this way. Because potentially, I'm thinking we want to try and hide the king maybe somewhere like this, behind this pawn. And also sort of unleashing our queen on the king. So at the moment I'm leaning slightly more towards this. This one here. Okay, this is interesting as well though. This, so check, promotion to queen check on us. We can block with the queen. However, you can just take it. And even if he couldn't take it, he would then potentially double up. And we're toast anyway. So that doesn't work. But it's still possible. The reason why I think maybe it's not this move is because the squares around the pawn where the king might want to hide are light squares, and he has a light squared bishop. So that's sort of what I'm thinking. I'm leaning towards this one. Kind of an interesting one. If we get this, we will be back over 2600, I think. So keen to get it. I'm just going to go with my instinct. It could be wrong. Yeah, another reason, I guess, is if we push this one, the king can't run to this square. But if we push this one, the king can run to this square. Another maybe slight benefit. Obviously, it's very difficult to calculate here. Like, you could end up calculating so many different, like check here, king goes here, check here. There's so many possible moves. The queen can check here. It's very complex, and you get a couple of moves in, and you've got hundreds and hundreds of different lines that you're looking at. So I'm going to go for this. Nice. I'm a bit confused by that. Like, he's, for some reason, instead of promoting with check, he has sacrificed his bishop. I apologize, by the way. I say his bishop. Um, I don't mean anything by that. It could be her bishop. Um, I'm pretty confused by that, but basically now we can take with the king with check, and we're actually going to prevent him from promoting. So nice. That's actually a 27-22 puzzle. Quite high rated. Pleased we got that one, but I'm a bit concerned about the move that was played there by the opponent. And I should clarify as well, sorry, it could be a he, could be a she, it could be a they, you know. For some reason I've just got it in my head that it's a he that I'm playing against. I don't know why. I don't mean anything by it. So, let's have a look. So that's interesting. So the best move, like I thought, is to promote with check. Seems obvious, right? For some reason in the puzzle it does the third best move, bishop takes. So I'm kind of curious. Let's go down this variation a little bit. I'm interested in this. Let's see what the optimal play is here. So the benefit for us is wherever we move the king, assuming it's not here, so here, here, or one of those two squares, it's check. So that kind of gives the advantage back to us, because there might be some tactic where we can line the king up with the queen and win the queen or something like that. So it's saying the best move is g3. So here. Can we spot why that is without looking at the variation too much on the screen? You know, I'm sort of thinking, if the king goes here, do we even have any checks? I'm not sure that we do. So let's play this. Best move is g6. Yep, that's kind of what I thought, because we don't have any checks. Oh no, we do. We have b1. Okay. So then queen b1. It's interesting that this is winning. I guess we're still threatening to promote and get two queens. So g5, c1, g6 he's repeating, c2, g5, we're repeating now, h5, and then we promote. In this position, we then get a second queen. Very interesting. So then he's going to try and check us. We then hide behind his king. And the interesting thing about that move that is worth pointing out is, so he can't check us along this line here. The only other options are this diagonal or along here. And the king being here means that this queen, well, he can't do here anyway. So like, there's no square where I could do that. Oh, I could do it here, I guess, but he can't get to there. Excuse me. So basically, the only option is to check along here, and we can block that. And there's no follow-up check. So that will win the game. So yeah, he has to check. And then we, like I said, we block. and then he's just out of options. It's we're going to checkmate. Sort of no matter what he does. I guess he has to. Could we try that? Trying to cover this square. I mean, we can probably just like bring the other queen in some other way. Yeah, so I think this is just game over. He takes, king takes, and we're just, yeah, absolutely winning. So that's that one. So yeah, we're back in the 2600s. We've done 5 in a row correct now. Feeling a bit better today. Like I think in all the previous videos, I was a little bit tired. I was a little bit ill in the past couple of weeks as well, and I'm just getting over something. So maybe that was affecting me a little bit. Feeling a bit more informed today. So yeah, let's hope we can continue getting back up to where I think I should be. So I think the next goal is going to be 2700, which I've had before. So it should be doable. But hopefully you'll continue to join me on this chess puzzle journey. I'm enjoying it, and I hope it's valuable in some way, or educational, or just entertaining, hopefully. So yeah, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.